today we will discuss about differences between characteristics of a software product and a software project. A company like TCS delivers so many software projects. A company like IBM is also accomplishing software projects for its clients, whereas a company like Microsoft or Apple, they are delivering and developing products. So let's understand the chemistry between a product and a project. First attribute is basically end use. For a software product, end use is that of a multiple clients, and in some cases, let us say for a product like Microsoft Word, it can be thousands and millions of the clients. Whereas a software project is delivered for a given client. So this is for the end use, and depending upon the end use, the architecture and the design of the product is different from that of a project, because a project is developed according to the custom-made requirements of the client. Design, as I have told you, the design specification is different. So design for a product is flexible. For example, let us say a product like Microsoft Word can be used in multiple geographies, can be used in multiple languages. So the design has to accommodate for that. Whereas a project, if we are to deliver, let us say, a given project for a client, it will be not as flexible or as configurable as a product will be. Second is basically the requirements. So requirements for a product are you can say, manager driven. So product manager is the owner when it comes to the requirements or the product roadmap of the project. Whereas for the project, the requirements are client driven. So at the end of the day, whatever the client will ask, and if it is within the scope of the project, we will deliver. Commercials. So the commercials which are for a product are mostly a license. So you do not own the software. You buy a license for that copy of the product. Or it is software as a service, or which is also known as pay as you go. Now there are commercial models which are even say something like pay per use. So if I am to utilize translation services at AWS, the quantum of translation which I will do for that instance or for that use will be built for. So these are the commercials. Then there is something as code-based sharing. So for a product, code-based sharing or sharing of the software code is a strict no. Whereas for a project, typically the client will have some say on the ownership of the code. And in fact, once you have delivered the project, the client, as per the agreement, may transfer the maintenance part of the project or maintenance part of the activity maybe to some other vendor, or if he is capable enough, he can do it on his own. Then, market dynamics. Market dynamics for a product is very different from that of a project. A project is a low risk, medium return activity. For a product, the winner takes all. So a product like, let us say, WhatsApp, which is also a platform, a product like Microsoft Word has captured almost all the market, but it is winner takes all. In case of, let's say, Microsoft Word, so many other companies who were making word processors earlier have now just vanished into thin air. Manpower management. Manpower for a product team is less compared to that of a project team. So typically in a project team, if you are to handle more projects, you have to deploy more manpower. Development for a product is ongoing. So you come up with releases. The relational database management system, Oracle, came into the market in late 70s or early 80s. Still, new and new versions will come for that product. For a project, development will stop on final delivery. Of course, there will be changes as per the support agreement. Customization. Customization of the product is always as per the product roadmap. The customization of the project is controlled by the client. So client has the final roadmap or as per the client demand. So these are the key characteristics which allow us to differentiate between a product and a project. Whether you work for a product team or whether you work for a project team, you will be better off if you work for a winning team. It is not like that working on a product team will give you better experience or working in a project team will give you a superior experience. So it is not this or that. You need to be part of a winning team. You need to be part of a project or product which is being delivered at a scale which has got impact. Thank you. I hope this will give you some pointers between a product and a project. Thank you.